If you find this show informative or funny, you should tell your friends, your family. You got fingers. You got fingers. You got fingers. You got fingers.
5 different shows.
5 different shows.
5 days a week.
5 days a week. 5 different topics. 5 different reasons. You got fingers. You got fingers. You got fingers. You got fingers. Fingered by Randy and Jason.
All right. We have a topic. I have no idea what this topic is.
Yeah, Randy.
You're going to present it to me.
I just want you to have a seat right here.
All right, I'm sitting down.
Because you know me, that I'm really, really big on eyewitness news from Charleston. WCHS.
Of all the news, like local news networks, that would be your favorite.
Yeah. I don't even live there. I love it so much that I make sure to really stay up on
the way you talk about it. I would assume you do live there,
right? Yeah. No, I feel like I'm part of Charleston, and that's kind of why this story is close to home for me. And
what happened in Charleston, Jason?
Well, I mean, I'm not a newsman, so I'm not completely always on time. Like this, but I think that it better late than never is the motto around here.
It's what you do with the time you have.
Right. And so I want to talk about the September 11th that they don't want you to know about.
Whoa. Slow down.
Yeah.
The September 11th, they don't want you to know about.
Yeah, because this last election season, I wasn't a Trump supporter. And after reading this news story and knowing what I know, I gotta say I'm for the wall because I think we're gonna need it.
Wait, slow down.
Have you ever seen Game of Thrones when the White Walkers are coming?
Yeah.
I think this could be that serious.
You're it sounds like you might be overselling this a little bit. You've done a 180 on your position on immigration. Yeah,
just because I don't know who's coming in and I don't know who's going out. And I mean, after I tell you what's going on, it's gonna chill you to your bones, and you're just, you're not gonna really look at the country the same, and you're not gonna know who to trust or what to trust anymore.
All right, I don't know if I'm prepared for this, but all right.
So I'm going to read you this story from.
This is from the Charleston local news, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I only report from Charleston. I know this is going to sound crazy, said the woman in a call to Bedford Dispatch on September 9th. The woman told the dispatcher she was driving up Route 43 towards the peaks of Otter around 11:40 p.m. on September 9th. She said her headlights hit something strange past the Turkey Mountain Road just before the first bridge. If you followed Charleston, you know exactly where she's talking about.
Turkey Mountain Road. Yeah.
Yeah. This part of the conversation with the dispatcher on September 11th. So this wasn't only like figuratively their September 11th. No,
this was actually literally.
No, this is the
one
new,
of their September 11th.
This is the new September 11th.
This is the new September 11th.
Yes, this is a serious problem, and I just got a feeling that, if we don't do something about it, our lives are in danger. I'll tell you this much. I have small children, and I don't want them going to school with what I'm about to tell you.
Let alone drive on Turkey Road.
So I know this is going to sound crazy, but I went back and checked, and there were prints. A Bigfoot with a baby.
A Bigfoot with a baby.
The dispatcher says, there were what? And the woman says, it was a Bigfoot with a baby. After assuring the dispatcher she hadn't been drinking, the woman offered no explanation why she waited 2 days to call.
Yeah, why would you wait 2 days to call if you saw Bigfoot? Wouldn't that be the first thing?
Fear.
What? Fear of what?
I mean, you don't know what's going on after that. These things have camouflage.
Down is up is down.
Have you ever seen Predator? Would you go outside if there was a predator outside?
Doesn't mean I want to use the phone and call someone.
She says that the Bigfoots went back into the daylight. However, she says, I did see some footprints, and the stride was longer than anything I could make. The woman says the creature's footprint was bigger than her 2 feet together.
Oh, wow. That's a big foot. Lives up to its name.
End to end.
End to end.
She wears a size 8 shoe. So
she's already got a big woman's foot.
Those are 16s, man.
Those are 16s. Like, that's a big foot. I mean, what else?
No, I'm a 12. I'm a 12. I wouldn't want to fight someone who has a 16.
It couldn't just be someone with small steps.
Even 16 in women's. She says the creature was holding its baby the way a human would. And then she says the baby was looking right at me. That answers your question why she didn't call right, why she took 2 days.
Because the baby was looking at her.
Can you imagine what it would be like to have a baby Bigfoot staring at you, hungry, salivating?
Wait, are you implying that the baby Bigfoot wanted to eat the lady?
I don't know why they're here. All I knew is I want them to leave.
Oh, so wait, you think that the wall is going to be our defense against big feet?
Yeah, I think that Trump is onto something, and he has a plan that's bigger than what you know.
Right, yeah.
So like when you go against Trump, you're just not seeing the big picture. And I think he's a big picture man, and like pretty much you're not.
Do you think it's possible? I mean, I'll play along.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible that he chose his administration because they come from a lineage of foot hunters?
I mean, it's completely.
It would start making a lot more sense.
Well, I mean, in the research that I've done in the ancient libraries that I have access to, there was the story.
Ancient libraries.
Yeah. This is stuff that you don't know about. You gotta.
I've never heard you talk about the ancient libraries. No,
it's a library card that I can't even talk about. But there was a story of from hundreds of years ago of a young man who with a trumpet who. He played his trumpet like Pan's flute, and he took all of the Bigfoots out of Appalachia, and he led them off the side of a cliff, and then they fell off the side of the cliff, and then all of the villagers ran down and got the body parts, and then they cooked it, and they had a celebratory feast. And after that, he was a tailor. His name was Donald Taylor. But after that, he got a new name, and it was Donald Trump, and so it's his ancestor, according to the records I've checked.
What fucking library is this?
It's just in Orange County.
It's the ancient library of Orange County.
Orange County, yeah. It's so. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to sit you down, and I wanted you to rethink a lot of your political opinions. And I wanted you to just to open your mind a little bit and understand that there are forces at work here that are kind of just bigger than you or I.
I've thought about it. I'm not changing my stance on the wall. I don't know if I necessarily buy your Bigfoot story.
Really?
What proof do you have besides this woman's supposed firsthand account?
Well, I mean, WCHS reported it.
Therefore,
it was front page news. I mean, it was 40 degrees that day. I mean that, and I checked that out,
and that's true.
Yeah, the weather on the page was exactly the weather that it was. I mean, according to multiple sources.
Right.
So, I mean, it's all kind of just starting to
add up.
It's all kind of starting to fall in place.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes a lot of sense, and a lot of people this week were really, really upset that Meals on Wheels, which is a service that helps elderly and disabled people get food every day.
Right. Yeah.
But the way I look at it was, you know what? Cut that. We don't need that because if they're going to become, I mean, who are the first people the big feet are going to eat? It's going to be the old people, the weak. And so if we fatten them up, we're just fattening up the fucking Bigfoot army, man.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And so the way I look at it is, let's build a wall. Let's not take care of the elderly. I mean, I have a really racist uncle, and he's told me a few times that sometimes Mexicans will stand on one another's shoulders. They will pretend to be someone else. Just what if these baby big feet are actually Mexicans? Just gonna throw that out there. I'm not saying
no. You can't just throw that out there and then just let it be.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's unlikely, but until you can prove otherwise, I just gotta go.
That's not how it works.
I just gotta go with what Trump is throwing out there because there's just
he's not throwing that out out there. You're picking this up. You're just putting these things together.
Yeah, all the pieces are falling in line, just like you said 5 minutes ago.
The pieces are not falling in line.
Dude,
I was being facetious.
No, dude, I understand, man. I mean, fucking looking reality in the eye and understanding what we're up against. It's gonna blow your mind, and it's gonna fucking make you not want to face the coming war. And I'll tell you, man, when that war happens, I'm gonna be on top of it with a giant pole arm, fucking getting Bigfoot and his baby blues, taking his eyes out with it, just poking them out, and you know, for fucking Lady Liberty, dude.
Let's consider for a fact that you're right and Bigfoots are here. What's the wall going to do at this point? They're already here. Don't you worry that if you put up that wall, if you support this, that you're going to only enrage them more? And maybe you would have woke a sleeping dragon?
No, because, I mean, if you paid attention to the history lesson that I clearly laid out for you 10 minutes ago, Trump played his trumpet, and he was able to enchant them and mesmerize them. And so if we could get their backs up against the wall, we could murder them there, but we could also keep them out. Because I'll be honest with you, man. I don't want to fucking deal with Mexico's fucking Bigfoot problem. That's not I don't fucking pay taxes to fucking solve their monster problems. I care about the monster problems here in this country right now.
What about the Bigfoots that, I mean, in that sense, we're all part of a family of Bigfoots that came here at some point, Jason.
Yeah, you know, if you evolved from monkeys, I don't believe in evolution now, so I don't even follow you anymore. You're just sounding stupid.
You have become so pragmatic.
You know, I am. I mean, this is September 11th that this call happened, and nobody's talking about it.
Why do you think that is, Jason?
I know why it is.
Please.
Because politics, man.
Politics.
They
right.
don't.
Yeah, of
they
course.
don't want. They don't want this wall built because of fucking Obamacare. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You don't follow this at all.
I don't follow this one bit.
Dude, it's all about it's the pharmaceutical companies. And they're trying to stop this war because they know they know that when the war happens, well, you know, you could be a war profiteer in a lot of different ways, Randy, and medicine is one of them.
Right. Yeah.
So, you know.
So are you saying like a Bigfoot vaccine? What are you saying?
No, I'm just saying that it, like, you know, when the war breaks out between American man and Bigfoot, when that fight happens, when that fight happens, people are gonna get sick. Bigfoot's gonna bite you. You're gonna get rabies.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get.
Do you know for a fact that Bigfoot has rabies?
I'm pretty sure that. Like, why else would that baby Bigfoot look at that woman like that? I mean, it doesn't say it.
Why would the woman look at Bigfoot?
Well, I mean, WCHS doesn't report that the baby Bigfoot was like foaming at the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, when I imagine it, it has a lot of foam in its
And
mouth.
to you, that's as good as fact.
I mean, it's like common sense. Like, you got to tell me the sky's blue. I look, yeah, the sky's blue. You know what I mean?
Sounds like you're filling in a lot of blanks there.
Well,
without anything to really.
Well, listen, Randy.
Go by.
I've given you the facts now.
Right.
And I mean, those are the facts.
Well, I am intrigued by your new outlook on life, and that the new September 11th did this to you.
Yeah.
Just like the other.
No, 9/11 was. I mean, it affected us all in different ways.
Yeah, I guess so.
It really did.
Yeah.
So I mean, don't. But I want to let the audience know that Fingered is not letting this go. Our finger's on the pulse of the story. We're gonna keep on keeping on. Oh shit! Why am I sneezing?
Uh-oh. Why are you sneezing?
I mean, in my studies,
are you too close to this?
No, in my studies, I did see that that there were people like that had a special gift for being able to sense when
bullshit
Bigfoot was near. What Bigfoot was near? Bullshit. When Bigfoot was near, and I'm starting to wonder if my allergies just aren't poor breeding, but just actually the fact that I'm gonna help Donald Trump, with what he set out to do. I mean, I just right now I see myself like on a fucking motorcycle riding next to Donald Trump, and he's on his motorcycle, and Kellyanne Conway is on the back, and her shirt's off, her titties are out.
Yeah.
And it's just like fucking, we're just like driving through, and like I have like a chain, and I'm swinging it over my head, and I just fucking hit a Bigfoot, and I fucking pull its head off. I don't even stop.
Kellyanne's like, yeah, baby, you get that Bigfoot.
Yeah, right. Right. No, exactly. And then I'm just like fucking making American history. You know what I mean? And like I said, but that's why I want our listeners to know that we got our finger on this one, because that's why this show's called Fingered, because we put our finger on the pulse of what's going on. And this is what's going on this week. I mean, since September 11th anyways. And I don't know, man. When I look at that Freedom Tower, I just think that it's about freedom for every September 11th. And I don't want there to be a day when a Bigfoot's drilling my wife and fucking taking my job.
Right.
And you know what I mean? And there's not a wall to stop that from happening, because like we take care of our Bigfoot problem and then Mexico doesn't.
Right. It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, we're on it. Tell your friends, let everybody know that this war is coming. And, I mean, yeah, what's going on over there in North Korea, important. I totally agree. But you know what? I mean, we got to take care of our problems at home first.
Right. Of course, Jason. Of course.
Yeah.
Take care of the problems at home. The Bigfoot problem that Donald Trump has secretly been fighting.
Yeah.
And alluding to, if you only would have saw the signs.
And so I'm looking for researchers now to try to help me find.
It sounds like you got it.
Find the original trumpet that Donald Trump, the senior, used. In what I think was the original Bigfoot War of 1812. It wasn't the only war of 1812. This was the real war. This was the war that the War of 1812 covered up.
Oh, wow. A red herring, if you will.
Yeah.
Like this war was just kind of distract from the real war that was going on.
Yeah. I mean, whoever wins the war writes the history.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the fact of the matter is that while man did win, the Illuminati probably won too.
Okay. Wait. Are you tying the Illuminati to Bigfoot now?
Well, I mean, I can't say for certain.
Yeah, it seems like you're pretty confident.
I can't say for certain, but all I know is that there is deep state, and they're running the country, man. And like Trump's going to take it back. He's going to take it back from deep state. And, Bannon's going to be there, and Kellyanne Conway's going to be there, and Spicer's going to be there.
Spicer's going to be there.
I mean, I've been texting with Spicer.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
really? Wow.
Yeah. I've been texting with them and saying like, hey man, like here's what's going on. Here's what I'm doing on the California front.
Right.
Like,
I bet he appreciates that.
How's it out there in Washington? And he's like, it's pretty good. He's like, the fucking libtards are really coming down on me. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, you know what though, man? Like don't pay attention to that.
Right.
Pay attention to this fight. And
by this fight you mean
the Bigfoot battle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he is completely on it. Bannon's gonna write a front page story about it. Alex Jones is likely to cover it too. I mean, he'll fall in line and just get on, with this truth. And I just wanted our listeners to know that I'm glad that wake up, sheeple. I'm glad you guys are here.
Wake up, sheeple. Yeah, you can't. Don't insult the audience, man.
No. I'm insulting the audience before they listen to the show, and before they just thought like,
oh, but now,
yeah, everything is it's all about The Bachelor.
What do you say to the listener who doesn't necessarily agree with your line of thought right now?
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna have a good time plowing your fields because your land's gonna be mine. Because I mean, chances are after the war, societal collapse will likely set in for a time, and we're gonna go back to more of an agrarian sort of state, and it's gonna be more like a lot of people will become hunter gatherers and will likely kill them for being so close to the Bigfoot. And culture, because you just can't have it. There's likely to be some, big prisoners that are women and children who are captured by the big feet, and then they're going to become, we're probably going to mate with them, and they're going to make half humans, half Bigfoots, and I will not have that. I
don't even know if that's actually possible, Jason.
Yeah, well, we don't know, but the thing that the story, I called WCH to ask for clarification, and they believe
I imagine they didn't have much going on. They answered pretty quick, right?
Oh yeah. They were just right there.
Yeah,
they're pretty much. I mean, They're pretty much just on whenever I need them.
They're just writing this Bigfoot story.
Yeah, and they couldn't confirm or deny that it was the Bigfoot baby was half human or not. They couldn't say so. So I'm not quite sure, because I have this friend Kevin, and he goes around and he hooks up with like very strange people. Mm-hmm. But he said that at one time he was in a forest party and he blacked out, and then there was like somebody hairy just like riding him. Just like a very hirsute person and writing, and so, but
Jason,
I asked him. I said, Kevin, I said, was it a Bigfoot? And he's like, I don't know, dude. I just don't know.
But Jason, you realize he was probably doing something else, right?
But I'm pretty sure it was right outside of Charleston.
I stand corrected then,
So,
I guess.
and it was exactly 9 months before. I mean, that's also assuming that Bigfoots incubate their babies the same as we do. But it sounds it's once again, it's all kind of lining up.
Yeah.
So
I really don't know what else to say to that, Jason.
Well, like I said, we're on the story. If there's any developments, we're going to report it here. And
something tells me it's the last time we'll talk about it.
Something
tells me.
I mean, yeah, if the big feet should take out like the power, and like we can't podcast because we're out fighting
exactly
a war.
What I was saying.
I mean, it's likely the last time we'll talk about it before the coming Bigfoot war happens. But so we'll definitely be a lot. Like I plan on covering the memorial for those who fell in the fight. I plan
You're
on
already planning the memorial?
Yeah, I plan on covering when they proposed the national holiday of September 11th, not for the 2001, but for this one because of this. This is our
Wait, so
country's under attack.
you think they're going to have a memorial for the September 11th where this person saw a Bigfoot and the baby? Or are you suggesting that there's going to be another attack?
I'm saying this woman, the British are coming. This is the new version of it. And I think people are going to appreciate that. And she's not even named in this story.
But her name is probably Paula Revere.
I mean, I don't care what her name is. Yeah, her name is Mrs. Revere to me right now.
Right.
And I revere her and salute her as an American.
True patriot.
So yeah. So anyways, I guess we'll be back tomorrow. And hey, it could be Bigfoot news. I can't say for certain.